Yeah, you're not going to believe this out there. Take a look at my blood pressure. You see that? And what does it say? 110/72. Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, it is day 7 of our 30-day program, and today we're going to be talking about doctor at a distance. Yeah, kind of a new concept. I'm meeting with a naturopath, get this, over the phone. I've never seen her, and I'm not going to see her. We're doing a long-distance thing. It's interesting. It's kind of strange at the same time. When's the last time you had a doctor's appointment over the phone, and that was it? So we're going to talk about that in the second half of the show. But I've got some exciting stuff that I got to share with you. The naturopath that I'm seeing over the phone gave me this book, Smart Medicine for Healthier Living. So we're going to talk about things in that book as well. She has got some really fascinating comments about diet that we're going to tell you on the second half. Coming right up, right after the intro. You know that famous intro that we play. All right, folks, see you on the other side. Toodaloos for now. Bye.
Attention, this is a public service announcement. It has been suggested that listening to the Healthy Tech Talk podcast network can become highly addictive. If you or someone you know is a geek or geekette, tune in immediately to www.healthytechtalk.com for the latest tips, tricks, and education on holistic technology and its uses. This podcast experience is based on the concept of keeping the computer user healthy, balanced, and efficient in today's modern-day stressful environment. Remember, tech doesn't have to hurt. Here's the host of the show and the world's only holistic technology broker, Rick Haaland.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a passion today. Blood sugar is 8.2. It's in the realm. It's right in the place it's supposed to be. I like it around 8, but I'll pick 8.2. Blood pressure, can you believe this, is 110/72. That's really low. Last podcast, I talked about white coat syndrome, where you go to your doctor's office and it's through the roof, and you come home and it's not through the roof. So 110, and I took it a couple of times. I got 110 and 112 and 15 and then 112 again. So meter's working okay. I mean, my wife tested it out too, so she's at 123 or something. So that's normal for her. Let's talk this time about doctor at a distance. I can't see her. I am talking to a naturopath over the phone, and she's giving me advice on how to handle some pain. Now, she brings out some really good points, and I'm going to compare it to this book that she sent me. The book she sent me, Smart Medicine for Healthier Living. And on page 458 and 459, they have a section on pain. But interesting things that she told me. Pain management, breathing exercises. She said, get the book Full Catastrophe Living by Jon Kabat-Zinn. I will put the links, whenever I say anything, I like to put the links directly below the video so you can follow up and you can click on them. And I have them open in a separate window so you can continue to listen to the podcast and you can surf at the same time. Okay, so for pain management, Full Catastrophe Living by Jon Kabat-Zinn. She said it's a fantastic book. She said cut out all dairy, and I mean all dairy. Ice cream, cheese, Cheese Whiz, yogurt, everything that comes from a cow that is a milk product. Do you know that she said that milk is the worst at inflammation? She said she's had quite a few patients that are in constant pain, and once they take the milk out of their diet, they're in better shape. Now, I cheated a little bit. We had 2 weeks before, between our conversations, so I had a little bit of ice cream and cheese about a week ago, so I was right in the middle of the 2-week thing. And I haven't noticed that much of a difference. Face is still frozen, nose is still frozen. It's a weird feeling. And if I type, hands get numb and tingly and all that kind of stuff still. But it's about the same. So I'm dedicated to taking all of the dairy out of my diet for at least 2 weeks. She said 2 weeks will do minimum. She said she'd like to see people off 3 weeks before they find real differences. And then if they can, after the 3 weeks, they can reintroduce some dairy foods and then slowly find out which one is causing the most trouble. But she said dairy, on the whole, is not a good idea at all. You know what she also said? She said sugar is extremely bad for you. And one of my favorite things that I take every day, or try to anyway, apple cider vinegar. Oh, I take it in a glass of water with a little bit of agave. It's a natural sugar because I'm diabetic. I shouldn't have sugar, right? So I put it in a glass of ice water or cold water, about this big, and then I put about a tablespoon of agave and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and stir it all up. Now it's an acquired taste, but it's supposed to be really good for your blood. It's supposed to be really good for all around digestion and things like that. But make sure that the apple cider vinegar has mother in it. Yeah, it's the white stuff on the bottom that you'll see. That's the natural stuff in apple cider vinegar. But make sure you get it with mother. So I am on a drug called Tecta, and she said Tecta is really bad for you. I did not know this, so I'm going to have to research all of this stuff. You know, when you deal with professionals, even over the phone, even if you don't meet them in person, there's still a lot of value in what they say. Now, she said, get checked out for allergies. How about that? Because she said, you may have an allergy that is causing inflammation. And if it causes inflammation on a pinched nerve, guess what? It makes the thing more worse. So what else? What other pieces of wisdom did she have? She said animal fat is pro-inflammatory. Fish oil is anti-inflammatory, and eat lots of vegetables. I have restless leg syndrome, and you know what she suggested for that? And I've heard this before. 1 to 2 cups of Epsom salts in a bath 3 to 4 times a week. She didn't say 3 to 4, but I would imagine 3 to 4 times a week. And then she said it's a good idea to have B12 pill supplements for you when you're in pain. Cut down on breads and pasta, especially white breads, because you could have a sensitivity to gluten. Now, here's what people that want to get healthy real quick do. They go completely off of dairy, according to her, and completely off of gluten. It's difficult for me to get off of gluten because I like rice, I like pasta, I like breads, I like, things like that. And it's such a part of our North American diet. I mean, we have a bread maker, and every once in a while I'll get it down, and it tastes so good. You put a big glob of butter on it, and my goodness. So cut down on breads and pasta, because it could have a sensitivity to gluten, and you need to completely eliminate gluten and dairy and sugary sauces. She said sugar is extremely bad for pain. So I'm going to read from the book here, Pain. It's really funny because there's some stuff here that I've already done and in my podcast studio. All right, for pain, general recommendations. Listen to this. Try to relax. Stress, tension, and worry make pain worse as much as possible. Keep stressors such as noise, drafts, uncomfortable temperatures, glaring or too dim lighting, and emotions such as anger, anxiety, and fear to a minimum. A quiet room. Remember last podcast I was telling you about make your own private quiet space in your home. A quiet room, soothing music, a warm bath, or a gentle massage can be helpful. Slow, deep breathing is also recommended. Remember we talked about slow, deep breathing as well, and we used the hands, and then we used the fingers, and then we used the divergent eye, where you just saw everything in 3D, or relaxed your eyes where they went cross-eyed, and then took a deep breath. So we were training you to use physical triggers, right? Okay. Explore the possibility of acupuncture, biofeedback, and or hypnotherapy. Certain types of pain can be managed very effectively with these approaches. Ask your healthcare provider for a referral to a quality practitioner. When I first injured my neck, acupuncture really helped a lot. When I re-injured or went back to work too soon, I found that acupuncture didn't help nearly as much this time. I don't know whether I pushed it too hard or I just wasn't ready to go back into the real world for 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, and I just strained it. I have no idea. Watch this. Listen to this. Practice distraction. Remember, we were talking about distraction, about going for a walk and listening to a podcast and distracting yourself. Remember that? Any kind of pleasant distraction, whether it's an engrossing book or movie, or audiobook, an addictive computer game or conversation with a good friend can help your attention away from discomfort. Really, really good advice. So in the 30 days, I hope to have to build us collectively a toolkit. And then we'll review at the 30 days. I'll make a list of what we've covered. And if you have had a success story, let us know. Give us an email at healthytechtalk@gmail.com and tell me about your personal experiences because, hey, I'm telling you about my personal experiences. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow, folks. Have a great time, relax, and stay out of trouble, would you? I know some of you get into trouble. Take care.